Royal Rumble just happened. And it was pretty, well, a bit of a mixed bag actually. But before we start, this means something, and I've just won it. If you weren't watching our live stream, we have just introduced the new What Culture Championship. Basically, what happened was we all drew numbers out of a hat and they all represented the wrestlers that were entering, and your boy won this. So that's something. Now let's get on with this. Okay, so AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Surprisingly, we didn't see the first ever co-op champion. Maybe because of the fact that Kevin Owens had a bit of a back injury, which is unsubstantiated, and he did take quite a lot of bumps on his back, but either way, that didn't happen. AJ Styles basically carried the entire match as he usually does, did some amazing moves, and to be honest, it wasn't a fantastic match and was strange to see it open the pay-per-view, but still put everyone in good spirits because, I mean, AJ won. It's never going to be a bad thing if the best wrestler in the company at the moment keeps winning. Next was a bit of a weird one because Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable went up against the Usos to challenge them for their SmackDown Championship titles. Now, it was weird because the ending felt like it was an absolute botch. Basically, Chad was on the top and he was meant to jump over and it looked like he was meant to break up a pin, but unfortunately he seemed to scramble and didn't get there. Now, upon reflection, we think that maybe this was actually meant to happen, but at the time, we thought, has this just completely fallen apart? And that wasn't the only time. Shelton seemed very sluggish. Chad seemed not really there. The best thing about this was the Usos and their little fang grills that they had, but I wouldn't say that I was invested in this match as much as I would like to be. It was less the penitentiary and more the holding cell at Gateshead Community Centre, which is easy to escape. Amazingly, the next match was the 30-man Men's Royal Rumble, and it was quite strange. Out of all of the entrants, we only had two people who I would consider to be surprise entrants, were Gregory Helms and Rey Mysterio. To be fair, Rey Mysterio is looking incredibly buff. He did really well. Gregory Helms, not so much. But in the flow of things, I liked the story that this Rumble told. Sidgwick told me that this was the best Royal Rumble that he'd seen in years. And while I do feel that that's not the case, because I definitely feel like it missed the big guy coming in and clearing house, the end result, though, was perfect. Because Dolph Ziggler came in at number 30, everyone thought that he'd do something, he didn't, and the winner was Shinsuke Nakamura, taking out Roman Reigns. That is satisfying on so many levels. The anticipation that was built through the fact that everyone thought that Roman Reigns was going to win, but then didn't, was perfect. Good on you, Shinsuke. Now, the weird thing about the next match, which was The Bar versus Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins, is that we'd obviously seen all of these guys in the Royal Rumble, and let's just say that some fared better than other. That goes out to you, Sheamus, for getting eliminated by Heath Slater after he was beaten up by everyone on his way to the ring. That's gotta hurt. Now, The Bar did incredibly well to come back from that, and they deserved their victory. And if anything, there's nothing better than seeing an entire crowd unanimously against Jason Jordan. The WWE have clearly realised that this whole illegitimate son angle and the whole whiny upstart and trying to have Seth Rollins as a mentor just isn't working. So for them to break apart and him not see the pin that was taking place and effectively lose the match for them was really well scripted. I'm looking forward to see what they do from this point. Hopefully they break up and hopefully he and Chad Gable get back together and form American Alpha, which was, to be fair, one of the best tag teams that were going at the moment, or was going at the time. The past is now the present, the future is yet to be. Existential crisis. Okay, so now we come to the triple threat match, and this was the thing that I was probably the most worried about because you've got three big guys going at it. Now, the thing with big guys in the WWE is that they're only great when they're going up against medium to small guys because they can throw them around, make them look like rag dolls. But in this case, when you've got three elephants lumbering about, smashing each other, what you have is three elephants lumbering about. This felt slow. I don't think that it worked as well as I'd have liked it to. However, Brock did get some amazing offense by putting basically both his competitors through the announce tables, which was lovely, even if one of the tables didn't want to play game to begin with. But you can see the replay of that right now. But in a case that was surprising to absolutely no one, Brock retained his Universal Championship, pinning Kane in the middle of the ring after tables and chairs and announce tables were left completely smashed. It was a fun match. Fundamentally okay, but just wasn't full of the excitement that the previous matches had brought. And I do put this down to the fact that they were slower, more laborious workers. Now, this match started slowly, but as with a Women's Royal Rumble where you've only got really 20 participants that you know, there's going to be a lot of surprises. And boy, howdy did those surprises deliver. We had Molly Holly, we had Tori Wilson, we had Trish Stratus, we had Lita, even if it looked like she was wearing granny pants rather than the thong, but that's not the important thing. Each of these women wrestled their hearts out, and I felt that there was only a few misdirections, mainly aimed at the NXT call-ups, who were maybe unceremoniously booted out earlier than they should have been. But overall, to see Asuka beat the Bella Twins, well, that was just lovely. And not just because of this. Because of this. And good for the WWE for actually recognising that they have a Bill Goldberg building on their hands and they're not f***ing it up like they did with him and Triple H. That pissed me off. Triple H in those fucking trousers. That annoyed me more than him losing. And that's been what went down at the Royal Rumble 2018. It was, in my opinion, a fantastic pay-per-view. Not the best, but as with every Royal Rumble, it was full of surprises, and it, I felt, delivered on nearly all of them. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below, and whether or not you thought that the right people won, the wrong people lost, whatever. Just let me know your thoughts. It's always good to hear. Then swing by whatculture.com for more news and articles like this every goddamn day. And as always, I've been Jules, your new and reigning and quite drunk What Culture champion. Go back to whatculture.com for more news and articles like this every single goddamn day. As always, I've been... Wait, what did I go from? Did I say that I've been Jules? You've been
Jules, yeah. Just say you've been Jules.
Okay.
Like, just say it.
Okay, so from here, so... I've been Jules, your new, reigning and very drunk What Culture champion. You've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.